Why is it that one tiny word no feels heavier than an entire suitcase full of emotional baggage? Seriously, some people can lift weights, but saying no to a friend asking for a favor? Instant emotional paralysis. Let me guess. Someone says, "Hey, can you help me real quick?" And before your brain even loads like slow Wi-Fi, you've already said, "Yeah, sure." Now you're stuck doing something you never even wanted to do. Why? Because your mouth betrayed you. Again. Welcome to the psychology of why you can't say no. And trust me, once you get this, life gets a lot easier. Let's be honest. You're not incapable of saying no. You're scared of what happens after it. Rejection, disappointment, awkward silence, or that look people give you like, "Oh, wow, you're selfish now?" Our brains are wired to avoid conflict, especially if you grew up in a home where saying no meant drama, guilt trips, or emotional thunderstorms. So now, as an adult, your mind treats every no like a nuclear bomb. And the funny part? Even when you know you should say no, even when you feel it in your soul, your brain whispers, "Don't do it. They'll hate you. They'll stop talking to you. Civilization will collapse." Spoiler, it won't. Here's where it gets interesting. One of the biggest reasons you can't say no is something called people-pleasing conditioning. Yep, it's real. When you were young, you might have learned that being nice equals being loved. Say yes equals good person. Say no equals bad person. So now, you say yes to everything. Yes to extra work. Yes to last-minute plans. Yes to helping people who wouldn't even pick up your call if you needed help. Yes to "Can you do me a tiny favor?" which magically becomes a 3-hour mission. And after all that, you go home exhausted, staring at the ceiling like, "Why do I keep doing this to myself?" Because your brain thinks saying yes keeps you safe. Another reason, you hate disappointing people. You'll disappoint yourself 500 times just to avoid disappointing someone else once. Wild but extremely common. You know how some people say no like it's nothing? "Can you help me move tomorrow?" Nope. "Can you lend me $50? No. "Can you help me?" Nope again. Meanwhile, you're over here like, yeah, I guess that's fine. I'll try, maybe, sure." Trying to squeeze a no into a sentence without actually saying no. Let's talk about fear of being judged. Your brain creates this whole movie. If I say no, they'll think I'm rude. They'll talk behind my back. They'll think I'm selfish. They'll kick me out of the group chat. So to avoid imaginary judgment, you sacrifice your peace. But here's the twist. People who care about you don't get mad when you say no. Only the people who benefit from your yes get upset with your no. Think about that. Another painful truth. You've trained everyone to expect yes from you. If you've spent years being the always available, always helpful, always reliable person, people get used to it. So when you finally set a boundary, they're like, "What do you mean you can't help today? Are you okay? Are you sick? Who are you?" "No, bro. I'm just tired of being an unpaid assistant." But here's the most mind-blowing part. Saying yes too much destroys your self-respect. Because every time you say yes while wanting to say no, you're telling yourself, your time doesn't matter. Your energy doesn't matter. Your needs don't matter. That becomes a pattern. And patterns shape your personality. Soon, you're living a life designed by other people's desires, not yours. That's how people lose themselves without even realizing it. The solution isn't becoming rude or cold. It's about balance. Think of no like a muscle weak at first, but stronger the more you use it. Try this. Instead of "No, I can't," say, "I'd love to help, but I'm not available. I don't have the capacity right now. I can't take that on at the moment. I'm focusing on something important right now." See? Still polite. Still human. Still respectful. But not self-destructive. And here's a secret. People actually respect you more when you set boundaries. Boundaries show confidence. Boundaries show self-respect. Boundaries show you value your time and energy. So, why can't you say no? Because your brain thinks it's protecting you. But actually, it's holding you back. You don't need to become selfish. Just someone who values themselves as much as they value others. Start small. Say one no today. A tiny no. A soft no. A polite no. And watch how freeing it feels.